Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, Weight Watcher Weigh-In Day. And yes, I am struggling, diligently working hard to the bone to get these last itty-bitty pounds off. And it's just not going according to my time frame, but that's okay. I had a great week. Honestly and truly, I did. I was very committed, dedicated to watching everything I ate, and did lots of meal prep, and ate good foods, and really worked hard at getting back on track. You know, getting back on track after the holidays is always difficult. So I lost a half a pound, which is great, because it's a half a pound closer to my goal. And now I think I'm back to, I think it's 1 pound and 8 ounces I have to go, and that's it. Now, I do know that the commitment and dedication to losing weight will pay off. It's just like anything else. You can't get discouraged just because the numbers aren't where you want them to be on the scale. Everything else falls in line. I know that I had, like higher sodium foods and salty, and, so I was feeling a little bit stiffer in my joints and that type of thing. So honestly, I feel so much better. I just feel like, okay, back on track, and a half a pound down again from the whatever I gained like last week, which was 1.4 ounces, 1 pound, 4 ounces. So now I think I have like 1 pound and 8 ounces to go to reach my goal weight. So I'm happy about that. And I did a lot of meal prepping this week. I'm going to share that with you. I'm going to share some of the meals that I ate. And I know next week, I think that's going to be it. And if it's not, I'm going to proceed to the following week, because it's coming. It's truly right there at the brink. And it's just a good lesson to me because, let's think about what if we didn't have the holidays, and what if we were back to where I was basically at 1 pound, 4 ounces, and what if, it's just like one of those lessons that if you are seeking God in prayer and you're praying for something that you need strengthening in, or whatever, decision making, trying to contemplate, then basically you are waiting on God's timing. And so for my weight issues, I'm waiting for my body to get to the right point where it says, woohoo, goal. So I know when I re-examine everything that I have been doing on this program, I know that I have been extremely diligent. This week in particular, last week, the week before that, getting back onto my regular eating schedule, holidays over and all of that, and just really focusing again and spending that time having good foods in the refrigerator and great meal prep. It will come, because it always does. And it's been like for the past almost year, 11 months, it's proven to be that way for me, because I could go 2 weeks and only lose 3 or 4 ounces, but it's 3 or 4 ounces that I'm not carrying around. And then, the following week, boom, I've dropped 3 pounds. So I know that that's coming, and I know I'm getting, I'm just so close to my goal weight that my body's just, trying to tell me, hey, I'm comfortable, and, but I need to pursue, get on with it, get to my goal weight, and really start focusing and centering on my exercise and keeping the weight off and getting to maintenance. And so just a whole lot more to go on this journey. So that's it for this week, guys. Half a pound, but it's a half a pound I'll take. And but like I said, I look at everything. It's like that puzzle. Here's a piece where I feel much less bloated. Here's a piece where my clothes even feel looser, so the inches are coming off. And putting the whole thing together makes for success. So it's just like I said, you have to wait on God's timing, because that's perfect timing. And I'm waiting on my body to catch up with my mind. And, it just, I would have loved to have seen, oh, yay, I reached my goal, but I will. I know I will. So I'm going to share with you some of the foods I ate this week and some of what I prepared. And until my next video, be kind, be humble, and age gracefully. Bye. Sharing some of the food I made this week. This delicious quesadilla with a extreme wellness wrap, no fat cheddar cheese, Lay's Poppables, and my own dip that I made with a 0% fat yogurt. And then I love to make chili, because chili is just that low fat, very low, almost 0 or 1 point food that I can eat and feel very sustained. I like to put mushrooms in my chili, and I layer it as I'm cooking it. And I use a variety of beans. These happen to be Great Northern. I like to use black beans also. I use the fire roasted diced tomatoes, pretty much whatever I have on hand, and sliced mushrooms, onions, garlic. And then I continue to layer my seasoning. And the seasoning that I use, cilantro lime seasoning, cilantro, cumin, garlic, onion, and chili powder. And then last but not least, I will usually add diced, minced little green chilies to it. I also use 97% fat-free lean turkey meat, because that way it keeps the chili very low in points, almost next to nothing. And a hearty bowl of that, usually for dinner, with some chips that are low in fat, or a wellness wrap, is just so good and delicious. And my secret to chili is to layer all of your seasoning as you're cooking, and not just glop it all in at once. But I like to layer it as the onions are seasoning and garlic, and as the tomatoes go in, another layer as the vegetables go in. And usually that consists of yellow or red pepper, sometimes green pepper, the mushrooms, the onions, all of that. And I just continue to layer until I get that right flavoring. So it's, there's a million recipes out there for ways to make chili, but to keep it really low in fat, the secret is to use the diced tomatoes, or Rotel, or even a can of tomato sauce. And then I use regular beans. I don't use anything that's been barbecued or flavored, or anything that's been spiced up, because that adds more points. And I really like this chili, because I'll usually count it as 1 point for a cup serving, and usually I will for dinner have about a cup and a half. It's so good and so delicious, so filling, and it's just one of those main foods that I have come to rely on, because it satisfies my hunger. It's not that I'm a big chili buff, it's just it's one of those flavors that I like. And I do add this Sucrin Gold brown sugar kind of substitute, just to
take the acid out, sweeten it up, and I like to add about a tablespoon of taco seasoning mix to it. And then once I do that, I just finally just let it simmer and stir it. And yes, I'm a taste tester. I have to taste as I go along, giving you the okay there. It tastes like it has the right amount of seasoning. So chili, a favorite. And here I have that wellness wrap. I want to show you that again. It's so good. And that whole dinner right there was literally 2 points. That's it, 2 points. Here is a turkey burger and roasted cauliflower, some cottage cheese, tomatoes, 6 points for my dinner. My favorite yogurt cheese with everything but the bagel. Seasoning dressing on it, so good. And just for lunch one day, some hard-boiled eggs and some little ham. And this is Kodiak cake mix with a banana and egg scrambled with some blueberries in it to make these miracle muffins. They are 1 point each and they're good and they hit the spot. Also in meal prep this week, I air fried some chicken breast, very well seasoned, so I can use as a variety for wraps and salads. I usually cook up some hard-boiled eggs also for egg salad or just to add to my salad. And of course, this is the finished yogurt cheese with carrots to snack on. So yum. And this is an omelet with some Canadian bacon, mushrooms, sauteed onions, garlic, and it's and a little bit of avocado on the side. It ends up being a dinner, and it's kind of fun to change up a breakfast for dinner. It's very filling. Thanks for joining me this week. I'll see you next week.